Cenk, he was.
Go ahead.
He was. But Cenk, he was the. Hang on. He was the leader of a protest group who are on record as saying they want the destruction of Western civilization. Now, can you imagine saying that's what you want at a green card interview and being allowed to become an American green card holder? No, absolutely not.
But so these guys criticize and lead protests against Israel. So then our government goes on a fishing expedition, also, by the way, by some vigilante pro-Israel groups that go around taking their pictures, looking at their social media, scouring it, and trying to find anything where they could say, well, he once is connected to a group that one guy in the group said this and this and this. So, oh, no, this isn't about criticism of Israel, which it 100% is. Oh, this is because, oh, he did this wrong, or a guy he knew that knew a guy did something wrong or said something wrong. No, this is all a protection of Israel. And once you take away his rights, the Supreme Court is very, very, very clear. You're taking away our rights. I don't want to give away my First Amendment rights for Israel or any other country, period, full stop.
Okay.
I'm not interested in the witch hunts. Oh, Öztürk, she wrote an op-ed. Let's dive into her life. What did she say when she was 13? Israel's feelings have been hurt. Get real on what's happening here. A different government is running our government.
Just to be clear, though, there is a big difference between being an American citizen and being a green card holder, which I think is slightly lost on you, Cenk. You don't need to have committed a crime to have your green card revoked. The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has been told he's perfectly in his rights to deport Mahmoud Khalil, and I think you're being extremely naive about what his involvement was in those protests in Colombia.
Totally wrong.
He was the leader.
Wrong.
He was the leader
Legally wrong,
of the
constitutionally wrong.
He was the leader of the protest group there who committed multiple acts of violence and vandalism, who were harassing and terrorizing Jewish students. And that group is on the record as saying some stuff which, if you repeated, and he was the leader, if you repeated that stuff,
in other words, not
your
him.
green
In
card
other words, not
meeting,
him.
you wouldn't get a green card.
Guilt by association. Not him. Guilt by association.
Well, if you
none of that is true on Öztürk. The one thing that's true is that every person being investigated is a critic of Israel. That's the one thing that's a connective tissue. And this is super important, Piers.
All right,
you guys are legally and constitutionally wrong.
Yep.
So the 1952 law does give Rubio the theoretical power that you're talking about. But the Constitution has been interpreted by the Supreme Court for 200 years to apply the First Amendment and the Constitution to resident aliens like green card holders. So that means those things are in conflict.
That's fine.
And what the Supreme Court has to eventually decide is this law unconstitutional, which it most certainly is.